All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Chakbadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwak, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Just a little quick hit before I go to work. And, I always talk about the mentality that you should be in, but I want to title this video, what is this talking about? Because, certain scriptures you go over a lot, you heard a lot, but when you really scrutinize and emphasize on certain words and what the scripture is saying, it's really deep. I made a video a while back talk about there's no scripture that's basically simple. You know what I'm saying? Like when the Lord blessed us to understand his word, the understanding, is simple. But this word is deep. It's nothing, what's the word I'm looking for? Basic about the word. Because remember how you were when you first heard this word, But anyways, when Yahweh Shah said this, it said, he that love his life shall lose it. All right. So people don't understand really what this means. And like we always say, a lot of people don't understand what this truth is about, what you signed up for. Because this is a twofold meaning. Number one, when you come into this truth, all your dreams and aspirations go out the door. Number two, you can literally lose your life for the belief. Physically, I'm talking about losing your life physically because of your beliefs. So you have to understand what you are part of. As the scripture says in Revelation 12:11, we love our life not unto death. We love our life. Let's get it real quick and come back. It said, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. All right. So, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal. Now, the scripture said, if you don't hate your life, you cannot be my disciple. I want to look up the word lose it, if it goes together. Nope. But it says shall lose. Just want to see what it says. So it said to destroy fully, to perish, lose, literally or figuratively, destroy, die, perish. Let me see. To devote or give over to eternal misery and hell. Man, blue letter. That's why. And this is why I always say this. I haven't said it in a while, actually. Matter of fact, I don't think I ever said this on the video. So you give a carpenter tools, he'll build you a house. You give a ninja tools, they're just tools in a toolbox. That's what the blue letter is. If you don't know the truth, you don't know the Greek and the Hebrew, the blue letter can become a stumbling block unto you. That's why it's called Bible study tool. All right. So you got to be skillful. So when we say that the blue letter go off sometimes, that's a fact. The blue letter be on point 90% of the time, but it goes off sometimes. All right. But anyways, as you see, we are the spiritual ones. That's why I gave you the other aspect of the scripture, talking about, you know, losing your life in this world, as in your dreams and aspirations. This one of those definitions should at least said, you know, going into the way of the follower of Christ, as they say, you know. But now I quoted it, but I want to get it, because it said even your own life. It said, if any man come to me, hate not his father, his mother, his wife, children, brethren, his sisters, yeah, and his own life also, cannot be my disciple. So when you start to look at life for what it is it to love? When you really scrutinize this life, what is it to love? And I always say this: look, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, right? Your number one enemy is in control. As long as your number one enemy is in control, you would never have the desires of your heart fully. And then if you are able to get the desires of your heart, guess what you would have to do? Go directly against your maker. As Yahweh said, Matthew 16:26, for what if a man, you know, gain the whole world but lose his soul? So selling your soul to get the crumbs that Esau would give you, to literally make you go off, make you do abominable acts for the satisfaction that you want. The scripture says, you know, he will use you and abuse you and cast you away. That's in Apocrypha, in Ecclesiasticus 13:4-7. So you got to understand that we are here to fulfill a role to the end. Those who endure to the end, the same shall be saved. All right. But that's what it means. So when you go back, he that love his life shall lose it. He that hated his life in this world shall keep it into life eternal. Does that mean that you just walk around here moping, being a bum, not doing nothing with yourself? No, we do what we got to do to get our daily bread. All right. But we don't have no joy in this world. This world is not for us. I always quote this, but we gonna read it today. You have to understand what this is saying. If the world hates you, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world will love his own. Now, as a man, woman of the Lord, do things go your way all the time? Hell no. Hardly things go your way. And there's a reason for that. Because it said, because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. And when you go into it, what you mean that the world hates you? So when it comes to your family and friends, they don't rock with you like they used to before you came into the truth. Then, guess what? Us prophets, when we go out to the highways and byways, you think they cheering us on? Yay, look at the prophets. They out here again prophesying. That they so beautiful. I love what they say. No, it's the total opposite. They wish we wasn't out there. They wish that something would happen to us. The world hate us. I think that the Lord have sent forth the apostle last as if it were appointed to death. All right. 1 Corinthians 4:9. All right. So you have to get into the mentality that this is not our rest. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Let's get that classic real quick. This scripture alone should let you know, man, this scripture alone should let you know that why would you love this world? Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. We all want rest. We all want to chill. We all want to have fun. Of course, it's righteousness. But that's what the kingdom entails. Right now, we got a job to do. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sword of destruction. It is morally and spiritually polluted. This is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. This is the place of our captivity, and this is the place of freaks. All right? This place is very abominable, and this is the worst kingdom. The scripture said, prophesied about that this will be, he told our forefather Ezra that, hey, the wickedness that you see now is going to be even worse in the future. So we in the last days, man. Like I said, this is just a little quick hit before I go to work. It said, he that follow after righteousness and mercy find of life, righteousness, and honor. So the scripture says when you depart from wickedness, you make yourself a prey. In Isaiah 59:15. So that's another form of losing your life. Because when you go into the way of righteousness, things don't line up for you. The scriptures didn't say, let favor be shown unto the righteous. It said, let favor be shown unto the wicked. Our favor, matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Top 10 scripture for me. Delight yourself also in Yahweh. He shall give you the desires of your heart. Okay? So this is what's coming. All right? This is what's coming. That's why Yahweh shall say, he that endureth to the end, the saints shall be saved. Also in Colossians 3:3, it said that our life is hid with Hamashiach. We set our affections on things above and not on the earth. So we don't have any dreams, aspirations down here. So I'm going to end it on this if I can get ready. And Lord willing, this was edifying. This is one of my favorite topics, so I could literally do an hour video on this. It said, whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. Okay? And that's the only thing that's coming to you 2/3, as the world call y'all, YNs and ONs. Okay? Old niggas, all right? You old wine bottles. All the heathen that's in Babylon the Great gonna die. All you heathen that's around the world, be prepared to go into captivity. All right? But the point of this video is recognizing that when it comes to this truth, this is our job, this is our profession, and this is what we hope in. Everything else in the world, we use it not as abusing it for the fashion. That's what I'm going to end it on. Even though I just quoted it. And they that use this world not as abusing it for the fashion of this world passeth away. So knowing that these things going to pass away, as the scripture says in 2 Peter 3:11, knowing that these things should come to pass, what manner of man ye ought to be in all holy conversation and godliness. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Seek ye out the Lord while he may be found, and Shalom.